Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Create Astral. As you can see, I have a lot of stuff behind me, and this is what I actually built in this episode because I'm recording this intro from the future, because I thought all of this was going to be part of the previous episode, but then I realized how long this actually took, so yeah. This is gonna be where I set all of this up. And now back to Pest Sneak. Okay, so if I want to produce iron automatically, I can head here to chapter 2 to the bulk processing of create orestones quest and check out this one, crimsite. There's also, well, there's limestone, which we already have. There's scoria, which is also very easily generated. It's the same way, just replacing the limestone with chocolate. I don't have chocolate yet, so can't generate that right now, but crimsite is what we are looking for iron. We look at the crushing recipes and gives us iron, redstone, granite and red dye. And to make it we actually also need red dye, combined with cobblestone, which is easy, blood and tuff. Now there are a few ways to make blood and tuff, but for blood the easiest is probably fish. If I go here again and select blood, you can see we can simply melt any fish or fish slices into blood. It seems whole fish is actually more efficient than slices, because you get 2 slices per fish. Each one gives 40 blood, but a whole fish gives 100. Ah, blaze head for some reason gives regular instead of blazing blood. That's weird, but okay. Zombie head gives quite a lot. And rotten flesh. But yeah, fish can actually be pretty easily automated by simply compacting a wet sponge, which gives us all types of fish, plus a ink sac with a small chance, which can be used for shimmer production. Now, to actually make a wet sponge in the first place, we obviously can recycle it just to wet the existing sponges and keep cycling them to produce fish infinitely. But to make a sponge to begin with, since I don't really want to go fight an ocean monument, there is this recipe: water, yellow dye, black dye, this is all pretty easy, and a heart of the sea. Now heart of the sea needs a block of diamonds, lapis, glowstone and silver, which actually we have all of that, so oops, I didn't want to take all diamonds. 9 diamonds for a block and 18 lapis for 2 blocks. Oh, and yes, by the way, I have connected this canning machine here, so I do have the biofuel now, but I'll need another 3. So I can take that. Another space painting, wow. Can do a lot of decorating. If I actually build the proper base. But getting back to the crimsite. Yes, I was going to make the heart of the sea, of course. So lapis, diamond block, heart of the sea. Nice. Now I can mix that again with, oh wow, shimmer heart. Mix that with yellow dye, water and black dye. Now black dye, I believe, can be made simply by crushing coal. Yes, and even a chance for grey, so yep, 2 black dye. Just throw all of that in here. Oh, we have an ingot of steel in there. I forgot I was making that, so let me just do this and this and this. And I need a bucket of water and 4 yellow. Now, do we have any yellow? Let me check. So, oh, got a skeleton under a tree. Nice. He broke my painting. Okay, Neptune is back. So, need to check if I have yellow. No. Do I have dandelions? Yes, I do. Nice. So, if I crush dandelions, how much does that give me? 2 and a 5% chance for 1 more, so just crush 2 dandelions, right? Oops, I think I did 3 accidentally, yep. Not a problem. Should just be able to do this now. No? Was it not? Oh, it was 8, not 4, so I did actually need that. And now we should have our sponges. Nice. So, just to demonstrate, if I throw all of this into the basin, you can see it's making fish. We have produced 4 salmon, 2 tropical fish, 1 cod, and 1 ink sac. Very nice. So now we can wash it to make it wet again, and just looping that process, we can fully automatically generate fish. Now, if I want more sponges, there's actually an easier way to produce them now. The dry sponges can also be made from slime and pieces of sponge, which you get from crushing horn corals, which in turn can be made from shimmer, fish, kelp and yellow dye again. So if I just get enough fish, I can craft more sponges. I could even do that without the Heart of the Sea, but that would require catching a lot of fish manually. And I don't want to spend like 2 hours fishing, so I'd rather just go with a quick crafting route for the heart. Now, to automate coal, if you want to also do that, that's actually very easy because we are already producing charcoal here. And all we need to do is just bulk hunt it like this, and it will turn into regular coal. But of course, this is already working just about, so if I want to fully automate coal, I will need to probably expand the tree farm, or build a separate one, or just take it manually from the drawer here from time to time to convert it into coal. And as you can see, I have actually swapped around the spruce and the oak here, so that the oak is always spent first, and the spruce is always kept full. Well, it's probably not going to be completely full, since the oak is going to run out at some point, but it's going to be almost full most of the time. So yeah, here you see our charcoal has converted into coal. So, one more thing we need to automate is tuff. Now, red dye can be made from any flowers. We can either bone meal rose bushes to get that automatically, but I don't think I have any rose bushes right now. Alternatively, we can grow beetroots or sweet berries. Crushing crimsite itself also gives back about 1/4 of the red dye, which is nice, but we still need an input of it to begin with. So a rose bush would be pretty nice to have, and oh, would you look at that, we can actually make a rose bush from irregular poppies with tree fertilizer and shimmer. That's very nice. Tree fertilizer is just any sapling, any coral, fen, and bone meal, which is also pretty useful. Oh, that's interesting. It can be made with mixing from flowers instead of saplings. Okay, don't know why. Oh, okay, this one makes 2. That's cool. So, poppies. I actually don't have any poppies. That's interesting, so let's go find some more. And poppies, of course, as well. It would be cool if there was a rose bush right there as well, but I don't think I've seen any spawn. Or it's just been a while, and I don't remember. So I can get 2 more. Little snail. Oh no, I crushed the snail. Oh, that's sad. I did not know you could do that. So what I was going to say is that I'm going to use 2 of the poppies to make the fertilizer, and the other 2 to actually turn it into the rose bush. Oh, we can turn it into a wither rose. That's also interesting. So 3 fertilizer is any coral and a bone meal. Oh, I might not actually have actual corals, because these are all fans. Yeah, so I might actually have to do it from saplings, unless I can just make these coral fans into corals? I don't know. Let's see. No, it doesn't look like it. So we can mix sea pickles into corals. We can crush the coral blocks. Or we can mill clay, which is also interesting and gives us kelp, seagrass, and corals. Which I could do, but probably not worth it. Let's just make it this way. So any saplings, any corals, any bone meals. So 1, 2. That's pressing, right? Yes, it's compact. Wait, no, it's mixing. Oh, okay, they are both mixing, but this one is a shapeless recipe. Okay, I get it now. So this one is mixing only, and this one is crafting table as well. So this, and bone meal. Let's crush that for maximum bone meal gains. Nice. And a bonus white dye. So here we go, 2 fertilizers. I don't think that's a quest, at least not right now. Needs shimmer, which we should have. No, but I do have a shimmer tank right here in my backpack, so... Fortunately, we are going to have some leftover, but... Rose bush. So to automate the rose bush, we can just simply place it down and bone meal it. Now, of course, there are also 2 ways to automatically bone meal it. Either apply the bone meal using a deployer or a vanilla dispenser. Now, I don't exactly like to do it with the vanilla dispenser because that would mean building a vanilla redstone clock, which is pretty janky, and dispensers also make noises when they work, which is not nice. Also, this creeper is not nice. Let's see if I can actually kill... No, I cannot kill a creeper with this mod. I need something that one-shots them. Or something that's very fast hitting so I can get back in time. So, a deployer is probably a better option for automatic bone milling. Now, I think we'll need to actually put the deployer 1 block away from another creeper. Okay. No. No. Okay, no. It's just not possible with my skill level, I guess. So, what I was saying is, I believe that for a deployer to work properly, it needs to be placed 1 block away, like this, so we can have a rose bush placed down, surrounded on all sides with blocks, like this, so that it can't fall anywhere. It can't just fly out in random direction. And then on one side just place a basket to collect the drop. So that should be pretty easy. And I guess I should start learning how to actually use applied energistics to automate this stuff. Because automating this all with default create methods would be quite a pain. Now that we have diamonds, we can actually start making some more advanced A2 stuff. Such as drives, I believe, because we could not get a drive bay before. Yes, the drive bay needs the engineering processors, which are from molten diamond. So we could do that as well. What else do we have? Advanced cabling, P2P tunnels. I have never used these. An export bus, I haven't made one yet. And formation plane and annihilation plane, that is also cool. Can use the annihilation plane to make a cobblestone generator, which does not require a drill and does not drop items. Very useful, but again, I've never tried that myself, so that will be a learning experience if I ever decide to. Now, we are going to need to take bone meal out of here, which again, probably best with applied energistics. Just grab like an import bus or a storage bus onto here. And the final component for our crimsite production is tuff, which can be made in quite a few ways. One is with iron nuggets, which we probably don't want. However, you know, we could, because 1 tuff makes 1 crimsite, and 1 crimsite makes at least 1 iron. So it's always a net positive on iron, even if we make tough using this recipe, but I don't feel like doing that. Other recipes involve mixing. Basalt and cobblestone seems like a good candidate. We can also crush this core stuff, which again could work, but I believe it is getting reworked in the next update. It might get some recipes removed, but it does make both stave and basalt, which is pretty cool, so we could set up an automation for it anyway, because it is still useful. We get both magma blocks and magma cream, which would make building a foundry way easier, because yes, I have not built that yet. But yeah, a basalt generator would probably be the best option right now. And if you've played vanilla Minecraft, you would know that basalt can be produced using lava, blue ice, and soil. However, can I actually make blue ice? Let's see. Blue ice. I can pack packed ice into blue ice, and I can wash regular ice into packed ice directly instead of having to make 9 of them, so regular ice can be also made by mixing water and snowballs, or compacting ice shards. So, snowballs. Do we have any snow, I wonder? No. Is there any other way to make snow? We have the refined shimmer, which is the UU matter. Snowy marimo, which needs glacio, obviously not. So yeah, probably need to find a snow biome if I want to do snowy stuff. And I have yet to find one. Hey, yeah, I have not found anything ice related. So maybe it's time for a little exploration, and I'll need to try to find some ice. I have a dash pickaxe. I think I'll need to mine like 27 ice to get 1 blue ice. And if I don't find ice, I can just mine some sand and make ice from that. And of course, sand is renewable. Oh, sand, I meant snow is renewable, because we can turn snow into a snowman, aka snow golem. And snow golems make snow where they walk, so they're literally infinite snow generators. So I'll probably just explore for a bit, and I'll come back to you later when I find some snow or ice. Okay, about 1.5 kilometers away from home, I find an ice biome and another ocean monument. I should probably steer clear of it to not get mining fatigue. Oh, is that? Oh, it's blue ice right here. I don't even need to mine a bunch of regular ice. Just got the blue stuff right away. What's making that sound? Is that a garden or something? It's a really unsettling sound, and I don't know what it is. I have, by the way, found a couple of shipwrecks and little ruins along the way. So I have acquired a buried treasure map. Oh, wait, where's the treasure? It's just a map. Oh, it is just a regular map that was named buried treasure map. I got bamboozled. Oof. Okay, that's a bit of a troll. I don't know what mod does that. If that's even on purpose, or maybe it's just a bug, but okay. Wow, there's actually a whole fleet of ships here. Are they villager ships? Or bad guy? No, that looks like a bad guy ship. The giant villager face on it. Okay. I should probably avoid that one. Or maybe get back to it later for some loot, though I don't know how useful the loot in there can be. Oh, these are actually regular. Are they being held hostage by this big ship? These regular villagers? Cabbages. Slices of bread. Mushrooms too. Okay, that's cool. Though I don't know if I'll need that. Also, mushrooms too is not... Let me check. So, there is a mod here that makes mushrooms too stackable, but if I eat it, I eat the whole stack. And the balls too. Yes, I just ate 4 balls of mushrooms too at once, and I got 1 ball left. Great. Oh, more chests. Wow! Okay, that's quite a lot of stuff here. Moonstone. So that would be an alternative way of getting it instead of a shimmer lake. Another sauce stew. Ropes. I don't know if I need this for anything, but let's take them. Anchor. This is cool. I believe this also works as an axe, but cooler. Yeah, look at that. Epic combat animations. I have not seen any pillagers on the pillager ship, strangely enough. Maybe it's just empty. Oh, I have a child with me. Now, I'll need to bring you back to your ship. Okay, this... Can you get up? No? Yes. Okay. Oh, and he jumped straight back onto the water. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna babysit this child. And they are swimming away as well, so... Yeah. I'll see you back at home. Okay, I am back, and yes, I have converted this compost I got earlier into rich soil, so now if I want to farm something, I can make it faster. Now, I think it should also work on trees, so maybe if I just replace the soil on my tree farm with this rich soil, maybe it will output more and fully keep up. Let me try this. Under the oaks, just replace all of this. So let's see if this one's gonna grow faster and keep up with the consumption now. So now that I'm back and got my blue ice, I can start setting this whole thing up. So let's think of the whole production line. So I will need a rose growing station for the red dye, so just a rose bush with a deployer being fed bone meal and a basket for collection. A cobblestone generator, probably one of those stone growth chambers. A tuff generator, which will be mixing the cobblestone with basalt, which I will be generating using the blue ice and soul soil. And blood, which I'll get from melting fish in a melter, and the fish will be made by looping sponges through a compacting basin to make this fish. So I'll probably divert ink sacs to making shimmer and just delete the pufferfish and tropical fish since they can't be... Actually no, tropical fish can. Only pufferfish cannot be used for blood, I believe, so yeah. Pufferfish can only be used to make more corals if I ever need that. Or for water breathing. Deep in poison, that's interesting. Don't know what that's... Oh. Gives 8 poisoned arrows upon drinking a health potion? What kind of... What mod is that from, I wonder? Okay, it's another day and I have prepared some more things. First off, I built this little catwalk to walk across this whole thing to the newly flattened out area. So I've started the crimsite production thing here. Flattened out a bit more of this hill. And yeah, this will be the drawer for the crimsite. I want the basin to output like this, and the blood to come in at the top, and the rest to come in on conveyors on these 3 sides probably. So, the first one we can start with, probably the easiest, is the red dye. So I have prepared some stuff for that, the glass, the rose bush. Now, all I need is to just point a conveyor into here, which can actually be a bit of a problem if I do it like this. So I think I can instead do a funnel on here. So if I put a belt like this, Can then place something on the end here to prevent it from going in. And on here can be a funnel. Do I have a funnel? No. Okay, I'll place it later. So this can just be taken directly from a basket, I guess. So if I do this, I can place my basket here. Oops. Here. I'll have a funnel on that. And there'll just be a rose bush here, surrounded by glass, so that it doesn't fly off anywhere. And I'll probably enclose it completely to have like a little growing dome thing. And then there'll just be a deployer right here. Yeah, that's gonna be... Ah, wait, no. Of course, don't just need the rose, I need the rose red. So that was the old name for the rose dye, for the red dye before poppies became a thing. It was just called rose red. I can just craft it directly in a mechanical crafter. Can crush it, but that gives an extra green dye, or mill it. Now milling does give a lot more red dye, but I need to do something with the green. I could also do just a side drawer to get rid of the extra stuff. Well, let me tear these down again first. So I will need either a crafter or a millstone on here. Meanwhile, I realized I forgot to actually put one of those deployers in my workshop. But now I did, so I can just do this for semi-automated andesite casings, much easier than doing it by hand. So yeah. Oh, another thing I did while I was away is I realized there's this automate fuel quest, which I completely forgot about, which gives me a bunch of stuff because I already had all the charcoal, and I also upgraded this with another upgrade to give me a more of a wood buffer. So yeah, I'll see you when I have prepared a few more stuff for the automation there. Okay, so I've expanded the belt a bit, put a drawer on here for the green because I think having a byproduct will be nice. So a millstone here will work. Now we need to continue this a bit further. So another 2 blocks of belt should be fine. So I put a funnel on here. And this will be the basket then. And another funnel here. And one on here. I'll reverse it again until we get a green dye. So now I can build this enclosure here. So this, and this. Now which direction would it be better for the deployer to come from? Maybe here, if I'm doing the bone meal from over there. I'll bring it with A2 probably over to here. So just need to place it like this. And hopefully it should work. Let me just grab a piece of bone meal to make sure that it works at all. So if I do this, actually do this first. Okay. Hand crank, do I have one? No. Okay, hand crank. And yes, it works through the glass and we got a rose bush here. Very, very nice. Okay, so that's one ingredient done. And we can place this rest trapdoor here, and this should prevent it from rolling off the edge. Now for the other two. We need cobblestone and the tuff coming in from these two sides. Now cobblestone is very straightforward, just a stone growth chamber, which I have collected here because, as I said, I have torn down that lava set up there, so we will have enough to build 2 connected stone growth chambers. And one could supply the cobblestone to this, and the other would be the cobblestone that gets mixed into basalt and mixed with basalt into tuff. This is number 2. Or maybe I'll do it from the side like that as well. But okay, let me think. So how exactly do I want to do this? I need to have 2 cobblestone generators somewhere and another. In that case, probably having it go from here will be better. So if I extended this by 1 more, then I can have the stone growth chamber here and here. So it will be like this. Just a template for now, so the cobblestone will come directly over here. And from here it will be getting mixed with basalt somewhere in here. So of course I will need the basalt generator somewhere in here and mix it with this. So I need another basin with a mixer, of course. Which... wonder, can it go right here? Like if I do this and this? Yes, it will automatically output to here. Now I'm gonna need it to power from here in that case. Or maybe here. I don't know yet. I'll do the power after I figure out the whole contraption. So this will be a mixer. This is gonna be... it's gonna need to be another mixer, so... it will work through the pipe, even if it looks very ugly. I can still pump the blood in. Probably gonna need to reroute it a bit to have the melter itself in a bit of a different place maybe, but for now, let me figure out the logistics of the tuff. This needs inputs of cobblestone and basalt, so if I just do it like this, I should be able to... you know what? I could just raise the stone growth chambers up a bit. That will probably be easier, so... and now I can just belt and funnel in here. But then that's gonna need another block here to stop it from also getting flung off onto this belt. So now the only thing left here is the actual basalt generator. And I've just realized that if I'm going to do, at least try to do this with the plate energistics anyway, I can just place the basalt production pretty much anywhere and then have it just inserted into this with a export bus. I'm probably gonna have just like an area here then, and connect it. I'm gonna have a drawer for storing the basalt, and I'll probably try to get a level emitter. I think it's what it's called. That will disable the production of basalt when it gets full. So let's grab the basalt I have now to put it in the drawer. Actually, you know what? Since I have a drawer wall here anyway, if I'm going to be connecting all of this to the same system, I can just add a basalt drawer right here. So, bam, and bam. Just like right here maybe. So it's going to be like this. And the lava will go here. I'll probably make a bit more of this brick bordered cobblestone, since that what I've decided to use for sort of foundation blocks. Okay, lava goes here. And yeah, it's working. So now I just need to make the annihilation panes and the level emitters and figure out how all of that works. So here's the ME annihilation plane. Oh, that's completed. Forgot there was even a questline for this. Yeah, if I get a formation plane as well, I will get some loot. Though for now I do not need it. I'll need an export bus as well. Formation core, a piston. Okay. And here's the export bus. Quest completed. Do I get something cool for that? Ah, white ME glass cables. Okay. And finally I need the level emitter. Just needs a redstone torch. Okay. With the processor. Here we go. Quest completed as well. Okay. Redstone card. That's interesting. The level emitter is your threshold switch. It emits or stops emitting a redstone signal once the configured item reaches a certain threshold, which can of course be chosen. The redstone card enables redstone control, allowing you to turn off the export bus once less than 4 stacks of iron remain in the network. Wonder why it's talking about iron specifically. That's maybe a leftover from something else, I don't know, but... Oh, so I guess the redstone card is for when I want to stop the import or export bus at a certain threshold, and this will level emit into one of the planes. So I'm assuming the planes can be turned off by the level emitter, because if not, it's gonna be weird. So, annihilation plane onto here, and then I'll try to figure out the rest. So at the very least I need to put cables all the way from here to over there. Probably need to start here. Go like this. Like this. Here we go. Ah, and look at that. It is working. Now let me try a lever and see if it'll actually turn off if provided this redstone. No. I think it's not. But let's see anyway if the level emitter is going to do something differently. So how do I do this? I guess I need a piece of basalt, or maybe I can just drag it in from here. So I do not know how to use this thing. So let me get back to you once I do. Okay, yeah, I think I just needed to place it first and then this works, but still this does not turn off the annihilation plane, so I will need to figure out how to do that. Okay, so it seems that the level emitter will actually be useless for me here. Instead, it would be better to use a subnetwork, for which I will probably need a interface, and for that I'm making some more circuits. So for the ME interface I need an annihilation core. Okay, and now I think I need to connect a storage bus to that, which actually needs another interface to craft it. So storage bus. And have I made the export bus already? Yes. So another interface. And here we go. So now I believe that if I break this drawer, I'll need to disconnect the annihilation plane first, so that it doesn't fill up my system, the rest of my system, with basalt. So break this one, and I will place it back there. Oh, interesting, I didn't even notice that, but it seems I have actually reached 8 channels already, so yes, it is a good time for a subnetwork, even if I don't actually need 8 right now. Well, what I meant to say is 8 channels isn't the limit when I have a controller, but it will be if I don't, so I believe what I can do is break two cables somewhere along here. Maybe just like here, so it's not too out of place. So this will be the interface for the subnetwork. And this will be the storage bus. And the cable. Okay, recursive networking. Place a storage bus on an interface. Yes, so I've probably done it correctly. And now I just need a drawer somewhere in here. Like maybe just right here, for example. What's going on? Why do I hear boss music? Oh, it's a raid. I didn't even notice them. Hey guys, could you just shoot each other, please? Yeah, okay. Oh, I am lagging so bad suddenly. Wow, what's going on here? Hello? Can you just... Yeah, thank you. Now I can finish off the rest of them. Okay. Back to the MA system. Now if I place this back here, this is not working because it is not powered, and there is also nowhere to store this, so I will actually need another storage bus to access this. And I will need to connect the cable to the basin here and place an export bus on there. Okay, this should work, and I should not need to filter it to anything if this network consists of only basalt. And one more storage bus. Now we just need to power the network, and for that I believe we need just more quartz fiber cables. So yes, this is still offline. So is this, all of this, because they are all not powered. Oops. Did not need to swim in honey. Oh, advanced cabling suddenly. So I should be able to just go here and here. Oops. What am I doing? Okay. Here and here. No. Okay, these ones work a bit differently, I guess. So I'll need the regular cable maybe, and place it like this. And now I can do this. Device online. Yes, it's working, look at that. So now this will fill up, and once this fill up, the annihilation plane should stop breaking it, because it has nowhere to store. And it should export into this basin. So I guess I do need to filter it to a basalt. Yes. Now the basin is filling up with basalt. Nice. So that's the cobble and tough part done. So I just need to again add the mixer, finish the chambers, power all of this. And then all I'll need to do is the blood and connect the bone meal to here. So I might do that with the same subnetwork, maybe lay down a bit more cable, but since this is now a subnetwork, we should be able to see everything in it from here. So if I go basalt, yes, see this basalt going up in here. Very nice. This is actually my first time ever doing this, so I'd say this is a nice result. So yeah, I think I'm gonna finish this next time because I'm pretty much out of time for today. So I will see you later.